Okay, I just wanted to make a video where I laugh at some old Arkham theories that are from the pre-Arkham Knight era, because I remember this being one of the most interesting times to be an Arkham fan. I imagine looking back on this era, it's going to be pretty goddamn funny to think about all the stuff. Like, the Joker is alive, it's a Joker clone, it's Hugo Strange. Like, it'll be really funny.
Hello, I'm Jim Trinker from videogamer.com, and I'm joined by Steve Burns, who has played Arkham Knight. No, you've not played Arkham Knight.
No, I watched someone else play it.
But the central mystery, really, about the game is the Arkham Knight character, the villain, and nobody knows who it is.
No, at first you thought that was going to be Batman.
Yeah.
But then...
What? So this was okay.
Right. They said something like they were looking to make this this Arkham Knight character part of the Batman mythology going forward.
Right, so friends.
Cap. I love how they cap every time.
But there's been a
Rocksteady
lot
was
of
cap.
online
It's so fucking
speculation.
bad. Yo, wait, is this r/Batman Arkham from like a decade ago? You're capping. There's no way. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, it's the fucking Reddit. Oh my god, from 12th of March 2014, over 10 years ago. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's insane. I think the Arkham Knight will be unmasked as Hush. He is known for mimicking the style of both Batman and Bruce Wayne. Bruce? What am I saying? What? Bruce? Broth? Like bone broth? What if it was the goat from Goat Simulator? What the fuck? Train from the train simulator? Gussy? Okay, just play the goddamn video. The Arkham Knight is your mom. That's what I said.
So we've cherry-picked a few of the best fan theories.
That's a dick. That's just a dick. What the fuck? The mystery of Mark Zuckerberg is modern day. Okay, bro. First it is Facebook being bought by Oculus Rift, then it is the rest of the world. Okay, we're getting hitting too close to home now with Arkham Shadow, bro. I want Meta to not despise me. Thank you very much. We must stop Mark Zuckerberg. These are end times. Have you even seen the Lawnmower Man? The sign. What the fuck is he yapping about? What the fuck?
So what we got first of all?
Hush.
Hush. Secondly, the goat from Goat Simulator.
Can't see it. I mean, when I saw it, definitely wasn't a goat. However, maybe advanced cloaking technology.
Yeah.
Also used a gun, the Arkham Knight. So
it could be really complicated, expensive armor.
Yeah.
Like it could sort of fit a goat, but like
DC Universe has had weirder shit going on.
Yeah, it like molds around.
Yeah.
I think, you know, the US military, there's like a film about this, wasn't there? The Many Sturrock Goats.
What?
About military uses, and it's a very military get-up.
It could be a very elaborate allusion to that, certainly. I mean, Rocksteady.
What the fuck was in that water I just drank, bro? No alcohol or drugs has entered my system in the last like 48 hours, bro. What the fuck is going on?
Very clever, very clever. You know, the Joker's dead. Oh, but is he? No, he's dead. No, he'll definitely be back. So, you know, maybe it is a goat.
Thirdly,
What are we really? Oh god, what the fuck was going on r/Batman Arkham even 10 years ago, bro? This was when they were just about to get a new game too. What the fuck? Oh god, no, don't let the brain rot continue. I don't want to go back. Oh, the train from Train Simulator. I didn't think this was gonna be an r/Batman Arkham video. God fucking damn it.
Sort of a corruption of the goat theory, really.
Yeah. You know how the internet is. I can't see it being a train. I think it's a bit weird. I mean, a goat is difficult enough.
Yeah.
But hiding an entire train.
Yeah.
And also making it look a bit like a man.
Again, it kind of depends on how technologically skilled the villain is.
I mean, maybe the train is just controlling the Arkham Knight suit, like Iron Man 3 type shit, right? Oh my god, why am I playing into this? This is such a bad bit. What the fuck is going on? How is the Reddit this brain rotted 10 years to 11 years, whatever the fuck?
Going back to Tony Stark, you got your Hulkbuster armor, you could fit a train in that.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Batman's superpower has always been money. And I think maybe that's the angle they're going for.
Yeah.
Maybe it is all about cash.
Possibly. So
are these guys on drugs?
That's going around, and it's an interesting one, this, but your mum.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether it's technically my mum, or maybe a...
So perhaps not your mum specifically.
Yeah, maybe a broader, more fictionalized mum.
Just like, you know... Your mum.
Yeah.
It's my mom?
I mean, it could be, right?
Sure.
That one could be it. And
maybe.
I said in the preview that I actually think that it's Batman's dad.
Right.
So, you know when you were a bit younger... and
what the fuck?
Well, I mean, imagine how mad Batman's dad is.
Yeah.
That he spunked all that money on toys, essentially.
Yeah,
Who's running the company?
I've left you $80 billion.
Who's running the firm? Who's running it?
You've spent it on dressing up as a rodent and battering tramps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, and also, his father, Thomas Wayne, was a big, big fan of, you know, truth and justice.
Yeah.
And what have you...
He's also... You know what? It's fine. If we can put a train in the fucking Arkham Knight suit and think that it's Goat Simulator and... Oh my god. Wow. I thought we were gonna get real theories out of these guys. I'm not gonna cap. I thought they were gonna... What? Is there a lore reason?
You know, it could be. It could be vengeful parents back from the Lazarus pit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
That's a solid one.
Okay.
He doesn't have to be dead.
Actually, that is more realistic than any of the other ones.
Probably in tying in with the Oculus Rift news. Facebook is touted to be a big villain in the next game.
Yes, well, Mark Zuckerberg himself is already a villain in many people's eyes.
Yeah.
Meta, I love you.
I mean, and if anyone's
Arkham
got the money...
Shadow was amazing. Please give me early access to Arkham Shadow 2 Electric Boogaloo. This isn't my words coming out of my mouth. These are words coming out of these dudes' mouth. Zuck, you seem like a perfectly good human being, except when I watch The Social Network. But we don't have to talk about that. It's fine.
He's got the money in the real world.
Yeah, in actuality,
to be the Batman.
Then it is probably him.
Well, he didn't. He got Ryan Payton and a whole team of people to create Arkham Shadow. It just took like a decade, but now he's Batman technically. I don't know. This isn't him being the Arkham Knight. I think they're mixing up their theories, but I can't do this shit.
You know, and your mum as well. I don't know how the investment structure works.
Well, maybe Zuckerberg is Batman's mum.
You know what? That I reckon. I'm going to tell you right now that will be a better story than whatever the fuck they've come up with.
It was! No, I don't want modern fucking theory videos from K-Nerd and GP. Yo, Caboose XBO with the plot details? Hold the frick up.
From what we're hearing, Jeff Johns and Rocksteady have worked on this character and created him from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Continuing on, Arkham Knight takes place. Joker is dead, crime rate has declined, but Batman continues to work on tech to fight.
It's crazy how that wasn't a lie, right? Like, Joker being dead wasn't a fucking lie, but the Arkham Knight being a totally original character was. Like, this game hurt me. This game hurt me so much.
I really hope it's someone completely new and not just a reimagined character from the comics, because that way it'll be something fresh, it'll be something they can bring into the comics, and something we can definitely get into, something new for the Batman universe.
That would have been cool. Oh my god. Okay. An actual theory.
And what if this gunshot that goes off at the end of the demo is that Joker gun, where he shoots and it's the little bang thing that comes out of it? And you think it's the Joker, of course, but it's revealed to be Jason Todd. I think that would be insane. I would love the living hell out of that. Kick Batman to the ground, stomp on his chest, the screen fades to black, and a gunshot goes off.
Man, he's brought up this demo like 3 times. Holy shit. They really only had so much to go off of back then. Holy fuck.
Starting off with like the number one theory, the number one speculation that everyone is saying, and that is that the Arkham Knight is the Joker.
There we go. This is the one I've been waiting for, bro.
Guys, he's dead. He is. And for those who don't know, in the comic book storyline, which is supposed to be a continuation of the Arkham games, he is cremated, I believe.
Does anyone else remember in that same exact comic how the Joker blew up Arkham Manor? I always love to talk about that. It's so crazy to me that comic inspired Arkham Knight and then was completely obliterated from canon by Arkham Knight in the same, like fucking 10 pages later or something, bro, or like a couple issues later or something. It starts off with Joker getting cremated and it ends with a complete contradiction of the end of Arkham Knight. It starts off just supporting the beginning of Arkham Knight, but getting contradicted by the end of Arkham Knight. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird.
I have no doubt in my mind that this guy is not the Joker.
But Lazarus Pitts,
Caboose. that the Joker won't return unless it's some sort of psychological conscious thing with Batman in which he sees apparitions of the Joker, or
he hit that right on the head. That's fucking interesting.
Moving on to another fan theory for this being Jason Todd, aka Red Hood. They reimagine the character of the Red Hood. You know, they change it up. They make him more ruthless and more confrontational and a little more secretive of his identity. Also the fact that because he has the same fighting style for the most part that Batman has, that could come from Batman obviously training Jason Todd. The guns and stuff just comes with Jason Todd becoming a killer for Batman not killing the Joker, as some kind of like a revenge plot, you know. And then there's the whole
play the fucking game early, bro. He hit that right on the head too, about him being trained by Batman, and no, that's why their fighting styles are similar and why he knows so much about Batman. That's interesting.
He has an Arkham A on his chest. It is a character that knows the fighting style, or is a complete match to Batman, if not better. It is a character that seems to have some sort of envy for Batman due to calling himself the Arkham Knight. Now think of the character Anarchy in Batman Arkham Origins. The character did have, while he really hated Batman, he at the same time kind of envied him. And he wanted Batman to be on his side so badly. He wanted Batman to understand his motives so badly. And Batman just kind of threw it in his face, making about 8-9 year gap in between the time that he was caught and imprisoned in Arkham Origins to where he can escape, study Batman's fighting style, learn them himself, create a new costume, and become the villain, the Arkham Knight, using the Arkham A as to Anarchy.
Looking back at this, it's like, bruh, like obviously it's not Anarchy. Like it's not Anarchy, bro. We're coping and grasping at straws. Like you already said, it's probably Jason Todd. It's probably Jason Todd, bro.
In Arkham Knight, you can see there are several photos and there are parts in the trailer where you will find thugs.
God, we're looking at the Game Informer. What a throwback. Oh my God. I remember looking at this in my middle school cafeteria, dog. We were all like, oh my God, bro, it looks so good. Who is the Arkham Knight? I wonder what we were saying in the cafeteria, bro. I wonder who we thought the Arkham Knight was. I remember like the night the game came out, I knew who it was. I don't remember if it was thanks to social media or something. I do remember that I saw the Joker on some social media, so I knew that he was in the game. But I don't remember how I found out that Jason was the Arkham Knight. I remember spoiling it for one of my friends when we were sitting in the line of the midnight release. And I feel so bad now because I wonder if I spoiled it for a bunch of grown-ass men in the line, bruh. Oh, man.
That are wearing gas masks. Now, this alludes me to believe that the Scarecrow has released this fear toxin into Gotham City, or maybe even into parts of Gotham City, making these thugs having to wear these gas masks so that they don't fall under the toxins of the fear toxin and start hallucinating and all that. What if Batman was exposed to the fear toxin and this Arkham Knight isn't necessarily real, but it is just a fear that this character could exist, and that fear comes from Batman. So this character, as you hear in the demo, takes a shot.
It's kind of interesting. Apparently.
What if the reason that Batman lives is because that shot never existed, and that's something that Batman just feared would happen to him, and it was just something that was in his head the whole time.
Oh, geez, Rick, that's so funny. You thought it was a hallucination. I mean, honestly, that's way more viable than it's fucking Anarchy, bro. Like, the Anarchy one was certainly interesting. What from the fires of Arkham, Gotham will rage. What? He got the quote so wrong. I don't. Oh God, what the fucking fuck? I like the idea of him being in Batman's head. What would be really cool is if they don't tell you this, but lead you to keep questioning his existence throughout the story. For example, have him reveal his face halfway through as Jason Todd, and again later as someone else, similar to the Hush comic storyline. That's when they were talking about him not being the Joker or it being like a hallucination. It made me think about how they literally unmask him midway through the game and how it's Joker, but that reveal doesn't hit. You don't actually think it's the Joker because you've been hallucinating Joker the whole time, and they immediately do the transition where it just shows Joker in his whole fit, so you know it's just a fear toxin hallucination. I do kind of like the theory of Bruce just completely hallucinating the Arkham Knight. I think that's pretty fun. I think that's way better than it just being Jason Todd. I feel like they could have played around with that so much more. That comment's kind of spitting about how like they should have made you think that it was different people over the course of the game. They just kind of made it a mystery the whole time during the game, and then they just showed you Jason Todd, and then it was like, I don't know, even though I just said, I knew that he was Jason Todd, it's like, it's so fucking obvious, bro. It's so fucking obvious. As soon as hey, I forgot to finish my story about Jason Todd. It's like, bruh. Like, we're gonna cut to Jason Todd 3 fucking times. Whatever. Joker is in the game and it does end with a gunshot of it. Joker shoots Arkham Knight to save Batman. Oh my god. And then you open your eyes, the first thing you see is Joker and he says, hello, what? Okay. I think he is Bane because he is going to be small. LOL. What? Okay. I think the theory of anarchy being the Arkham Knight could possibly be the best theory ever. A, the envy, and I don't know, it just works together. Okay. And my reasoning is as follows. His threats/promises made in Arkham City, and second, it's been posted on several sites that he is the main villain, but I like the theory of him being anarchy or in Batman's mind. Isn't that like the original like story was that he was supposed to be like Hush was supposed to play a much larger role in the story? I don't think that I don't remember all of that. I don't remember how that all worked.
The background is
the fuck? What the fuck was Best Buy on, dog? Masked as Bruce Wayne's son. Hello? I'm not even gonna watch the whole video, bro. This is fucking wild. What the fuck was going on social media back then, bro? Holy shit. No wonder people had so many theories. I guess maybe this was on purpose just to throw everybody off who was saying, okay, bro, it's obviously Red Hood. It's Jason, bro. Especially when they were like, pre-order now to play as Red Hood. It's like, oh, okay. Well. I think that the Arkham Knight is a descendant of Amadeus Arkham, defending the Arkham name and killing those who have made it a symbol of Gotham's failure, calling him old man merely as an insult. My theory is that it might be Cyrus Pinckney because it was Arkham who concocted a drink that made Cyrus appear to be a corpse when he died, but later on he was resurrected and he killed Henry What? What? Huh? Talia said in the city that night in Metropolis, Batman likely has a son, grown at an advanced rate and trained by Rage to be the Batman that he wanted. It all makes sense. Oh man. What? When you die, Clayface says, next time I will turn into you, Batman. Does he? Is that real? I don't remember that screen, but...
Next, I will become you, Batman!
Nah, I just don't remember that. I might be tripping. Anyone consider that it could be Thomas Wayne? The guys in the first video did. I've been reading Batman comics for 28 years and his father is a villain. What? He knows who Bruce is and he tries to kill him. Look it up. This being the last Arkham game, it wouldn't surprise me, especially because he narrates in the trailer. Is that a thing? I thought that only happened, like, somewhat recently in the comics where, like, Flashpoint Batman gets thrown into the main timeline or whatever the fuck.
By the power of Photoshop, I have concluded that underneath the armor, the bulk of the Arkham Knight, it is in fact, to my theory, hopefully, cross your fingers, Deathstroke.
Yes, as you can see in the picture on the screen, do some pretty damn good Photoshop skills, might I say myself.
Oh, thank you.
Nicholas here, right?
Is that the basis of the like? That's the whole thing. Oh, geez, Rick. All right, that's all I'm watching there. I mean, I guess like the martial arts probably. The grudge against Batman. He's a complete new character. He isn't anyone we know. He's new. I'm sorry, little one. It would appear the Scarecrow may have taken residence in one of the Black Mask's old facilities. Back in Arkham Origins, we saw Roman Sionis at his own drug manufacturing plant hidden inside a steel mill, which was then taken over by the Joker during the events of Arkham City. Whether or not the Scarecrow is in an alliance with the Black Mask remains to be seen. This is just Joker getting cremated. Oh man. They're wondering why he's falling to his knees here, which is interesting because they're questioning, is the fear toxin taking hold or is someone he cares about fallen in battle? Both is good. What? There were hidden codes in this trailer? What the fuck? That's the first of 4 hidden codes in the scene, only appearing in one frame going vertical up the wooden beam. The codes, it appears to spell out RRYTKA, and you'll need to decode the message in order to enter it on the official Batman Arkham website. That was a thing? What? Someone tell me about this in the comments too. What the fuck? There are more of those codes. What the fuck? Must be deciphered to unlock the persons of interest page on the Batman Arkham Knight website. Okay. What was in that page, bruh? God, watching this is throwing me back. This is so funny. wonder how many times I watched this exact video as a kid. I remember just being so obsessed for the 4 years in between the games, bruh. Holy shit. Using the meme font? Was that Impact? I think that was Impact. GCPD building. That's a meme. Penguin's new look. That's a meme. We're memeing out here. Renee Montoya. I don't know. Was that Renee Montoya? Fuck if I remember. Arkham Asylum? Is that Arkham Asylum? No, I think it's just... I could see why he would think that, but I don't think that is, right? I think that's just a different part of Gotham. I don't think we're even in the right area. Red lights are searching for Batman, kinda, though. Another code! No wonder the reveal was underwhelming. They just had so many freaking mysteries around this game. It's like... goddamn, bruh, no, like, the... I feel like I've been waiting for the reveal to be revealed for like 10 years because I need something that's better than just, hey, I forgot to finish my story of Jason Todd. Oh my god, wait, they put all of them in a spot in a trailer? Oh my god, what the fuck? That's funny. God, because they had them all on a rooftop. Well, they had these three, not Babs, obviously. They had them on a rooftop. That's so weird, bruh. Mike Ermintrout. Oh god, these people were talking about buying the Steam version of Arkham Knight. They weren't even theorizing about how shit it was gonna run for the next, like, however many years. This guy hoped Batman died because it would be a more epic ending for the series. Interesting take. Oh my god. Theory 1, he actually is a new character. This is what Rocksteady is sticking with, and they were pretty clear about it during our visit. Oh, wow, they actually met with Rocksteady? Who is this guy? Is this something ripped from an IGN video? Oh, from Game Informer. Okay. He's a new character called the Arkham Knight, says Rocksteady's creatively accepted hill. He's being created by Rocksteady and Jeff Johns at DC, and that's pretty much all we're saying about him at the current time. He's someone new to the Arkhamverse. That's so true. He's certainly one of the key antagonists. This is what Rocksteady is saying about the character. Why wouldn't we believe them? Because they're fucking liars! Sorry. Even if the Arkham Knight is a new character that Rocksteady is developing in collaboration with DC, that doesn't necessarily mean that Rocksteady isn't playing with words. Arkham Knight could be an interpretation of an existing character. Theory 2 is the Red Hood. Every time, bro. Every fucking time. Jason Todd took on the role of Robin after the previous Robin. Dick Grayson moved away from the role. Todd wasn't especially popular with fans, and DC eventually polled its readers to determine if he should live or die, which is so crazy, bro. Because they killed him. The Red Hood's costume looks like it could be a starting point for Rocksteady's art team. The reliance on firearms sounds interesting too. Bringing Todd into the story would be an interesting way to fully incorporate Robin lore into the Arkhamverse. What else do they think? Slate? Next? Owlman. The Talon dude? Not Owlman. Owlman is a different guy. It's Batman's brother. We haven't heard this one yet today. What the fuck? In DC's New 52 continuity, Batman faced off against a man claiming to be his older brother. Thomas Wayne Jr. wore power armor in the battle. Did he? And he adopted the name Owlman? Wait, are you fricking with me? I don't remember this at all. I gotta reread the beginning of New 52. The Batman stuff, anyway. The CG announced trailer for Arkham Knight features a reading from Thomas Wayne's will to his son Bruce. As luck would have it, this both serves as a legal document and a rousing speech that can be a tease that family bonds will affect the story in unexpected ways as well. God, grasping at straws is crazy. Establishing that Bruce Wayne actually had a brother is an awful lot of history to cram into a story, particularly the third act. That doesn't mean that someone couldn't have brainwashed him into thinking that they share a blood relation with Bruce, of course, who would be capable or devious enough to do such a thing. The Joker? It's Wrath? Wait, who the frick is Wrath? The easiest way to look at Wrath is as an anti-Batman. His father was killed in a robbery gone wrong, and he shares a similarly large pocketbook to Bruce Wayne, but the similarities end shortly thereafter. Wrath is a great mirror to Batman and provides wealth of storytelling opportunities. Rocksteady says Arkham Knight is about Batman dealing with the fact that his most well-known foe is dead. A reimagined Wrath could be a great foil for the character. As much as we might like Wrath's 1-2 counterpoint to Batman, it might be easier to create a new character from scratch than try and squeeze in a relative nobody into Arkham Knight's suit. Too late, Spider-Man. Jason Todd's been legalized. See, when they talked about Wrath, I was thinking about Prometheus. I don't remember Wrath. There's too many characters in this fucking universe. Along the same lines, a character named Prometheus has been mentioned in Asylum in City, and he shares the same gunned-down parents' backstory as Batman and Wrath. Unfortunately for Prometheus, his Arkham Asylum bio shows him as a stylized knight, complete with a sword, instead of the sleek assassin show. I can't talk. Whatever, you see what it says there. Azrael. Even if you played Batman Arkham City, there's a chance you've forgotten about Azrael if you encountered him in the first place. Here's to remind you of the side quest. He stalks you throughout your adventure in the city, eventually delivering the chilling message that Gotham will burn. From the looks of Gotham City and Arkham Knight, that was one pretty good guess. Yeah, that prophecy certainly was a thing. Actually, yeah, I never thought of it like that. Like, he almost knew the plan. I've already seen Azrael in Arkham City, and he seemed more interested in talking than fighting. Even if Rocksteady changed the identity under the mask from Michael Lane to somebody else, it stretches the definition of a new character to near breaking the limit. They could explain it away by reiterating that Azrael is an order of assassins in DC Universe, but it would feel a bit too retconned. Correct as it might be, this one seems especially unlikely. Damn, I keep finding more stuff. I'm going down the rabbit hole, bruh. This is funny. They registered a bunch of domains for a possible next Arkham game sometime after City. And we got so many things here. We got Arkham Universe. We got Batman Arkham Universe. We got Batman Arkham Arises. We got Batman Arkham Begins. We got Batman Arkham Dark Knight. We got Batman Arkham Knight. Wonder what happened to that one. Batman Arkham Legend. Batman Arkham Legends, plural. Batman Arkham Knight. Without the K. Batman Arkham Stories. That would have been cool. I wonder, like, I bet that could have been interesting. I don't know. That one just inspires me more than all these other ones. Some of these I don't like Batman Arkham Dark Knight. Like Dark Knight Arkham is the next. I don't know how I feel about that one either. DC Arkham Universe. DC Arkhamverse. Did they use the term Arkhamverse officially at any point? I don't, like, before, like, Suicide Squad or whatever. I don't remember. The ArkhamUniverse.com. Weird. The Joker, we already know what happened to him by the end of Arkham City, but was it a real goodbye? Mark Hamill, the voice of the Joker in both games, announced via a Twitter account that he is going to retire from the role of the Joker. In fact, Arkham City's endings was fitting enough to retire his Joker on a high note. So that was a fucking lie. Not the first time Mark Hamill says goodbye to the clown streets of crime after the release of Arkham Asylum. Hamill revealed regarding his role of the Joker that this would be my last. There's no question about that, but it's the last hurrah. So later with the announcement of Batman Arkham City, clarified the rumors about him retiring from the role by saying, only said Arkham Asylum would be hard to top, not that I was quitting. What? Oh, yeah. He did say that he would come back for the Killing Joke, which was huge because he did do that. Him and Kevin got to do that, which was awesome. So really to talk about a new Arkham game, considering the Batman Arkham Origins has yet to be released. God, this video is old. For now, all we can do is speculate based on what we know so far. Arkham City left us with so many questions. What is Scarecrow up to? Well, we know that now. What did Azrael's prophecy mean? We also know that. What about Hush? We also know that, and it was sad. The only certain thing is that something very bad is going to happen in Gotham City. Let's hope to know more about it in a few months, maybe after the release of Arkham Origins, or maybe during the next Spike Video Game Awards. Spike Video Game Awards is crazy. It's so much old stuff from Batman Arkham videos, bro. This shit's so fun. And that the only trusted information we have about the new Arkham product is that Kevin Conroy will reprise his role as Batman, as he himself involuntarily announced that at the Dallas Comic-Con in 2013. There's still no confirmation if he will be involved in the actual sequel to Arkham City or the full-length Batman animated film set in the Arkhamverse and known as Batman Assault on Arkham. Oh my god, how had that been announced at the time? Not Arkham Knight. That's crazy. Today, the user Night Edge from Arkhamverse.com has spotted a Batman game listing for Xbox One and PlayStation 4 at GameStop's German website. The game has no Arkham on it, and the placeholder cover only shows the console logo. Well, the price, $137.70. Oh my god. What the fuck? And the unknown release date are certainly temporary. The product numbers seem to be definitive, which is probably why these pages have been created prior to a possible announcement. What the fuck? Oh my. That's a lot of money, boss. New logo leaked. Who is the Arkham Knight? There we go. This was the kind of shit I wanted to see. Recent announcement we just learned that Batman Arkham Knight isn't just the title of the sequel to Batman Arkham City, but it's the name of a new villain for the final chapter in the Arkham saga. People have been wondering who the Arkham Knight really is. The answer is quite simple. It's an original character created from scratch by Rocksteady Studios with the collaboration of DC Entertainment Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns. Joker has been driving the events in the previous game, and now Rocksteady wanted to introduce someone new to the universe. So true. Except it's not. Apparently he has the ability to fly thanks to some sort of technology. Well, that's a fucking lie. You know from the graphic novel Hush that Elliot holds an irrational grudge towards Bruce Wayne and that he planned a complicated scheme assembling a gauntlet of villains for Batman to fight through. Big Arkham Knight reveal, we learned that for the first time in the Arkham series, Batman's villains are working together to kill Batman once and for all. In Arkham City, Two-Face, Joker, and Penguin factions were fighting amongst themselves for the control. Now from the CGI trailer, we see Two-Face, Penguin, and Harley Quinn working together, apparently under Scarecrow's leading role for a common purpose. Militaristic suit in the use of guns points in only one direction. Jason Todd, also known as the Second Robin, or better known as the Red Hood. He was brutally murdered by the Joker, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we all know what happened under the Red Hood. Unless you don't, in which case you're Rocksteady's target audience for Arkham Knight. That shit's crazy. Jason Todd has never been officially introduced in the Arkham games, but thanks to the reference in, yeah, all the map, yeah. His backstory from the comics are enough to justify him as the Arkham Knight in the game, with only one discordant note: Joker is dead. Joker is dead, and all the Dark Knight's villains are convinced that Batman is responsible for his death, so why Red Hood still holds a grudge against Batman if he finally avenges his death, it kind of, wow, I never even thought about that, because that's still a valid fucking question. Why was Jason so fucking mad, bro? Oh, because he didn't look for him. God, Arkham Knight's story is whack, bro. Ugh. What if Red Hood, instead of being the Arkham Knight in the game, has a parallel story in a chaotic Gotham with a new and uneasy alliance with Batman? Amadeus Arkham, son of the mentally ill Elizabeth Arkham. But you can find his grave in the cemetery. Yeah, so what? The only reason this ties in with the character is his name. Yeah, whether the Arkham Knight is the result of an experiment with his DNA or has nothing to do with the deceased psychiatric is yet to be seen. Well, he had nothing to do with it. Azrael can't change his identity to the Arkham Knight or fight against Batman with firearms. Considering his involvement in Arkham City, this theory just doesn't make sense. So true, so based. Damian Wayne. God, how many people actually thought it was Damian Wayne, bruh? It's always just because of the one line Talia has about the night in Metropolis. That's so funny. How long ago was this night in Metropolis, dog? Yeah, the only problem with this theory is that he's supposed to be a kid at the time of Arkham City setting, if he even exists in the Arkhamverse. So true. Being used by Ra's to accomplish his final goal, destroy Gotham, could be the only reason for Damian to become the Arkham Knight and go against his father. Yeah. Joker's son/clone. Joker's son/clone would be crazy. I mean, they've kind of foreshadowed it that she was pregnant, that Harley was pregnant, but they immediately dropped that idea. What if again it's the Joker? It's the Joker, the one pulling the strings as the Arkham Knight. Okay, typo. It's probably the less popular fan theory. Batman is still blaming himself for the Joker's death, and with Scarecrow in the game, we have no doubt that Joker will appear briefly as some sort of scary hallucination. Yeah, it wasn't brief, but yeah. Arkham City's powerful ending could be minimized by the resurrection of the Clown Prince, but there are other ways to include Batman's archenemy in the game by making his appearance more symbolic than physical. Joker is the co-protagonist of the Arkham game after all, and ending Rocksteady's trilogy with him is the obvious move even if he's dead. HQR is released, Rocksteady was already working on Arkham Knight. Fans have not failed to notice his Cadmus Lab poster scattered all around the DLC. The Cadmus project and the DC Comics universe branch out in several different directions to develop weapons or even metahumans conditioned to be loyal to the government. They use genetic technology to create clones or other types of creatures. True. Clues could lead to the Arkham Knight. This is probably the only theory that doesn't exclude Rocksteady's idea about the character. It's in fact a brand new original villain made from scratch, Joker's clone, his symbolic son, a man with Joker's DNA and consciousness who bears the only name that meant something to the Joker, Arkham. Who is the Arkham Knight? The correct answer is a completely new villain, but could there be more to it? Yes, so much more. So much more. Like this. God, bro, wait, this dude went from theorizing about the greatest looking Batman game to playing Blackgate? Oh, God. Bruh, as soon as they show off the Red Hood story pack, you know, where it's just fucking Jover, bruh. It's like so obviously just it's so obviously gonna just be him as the Arkham Knight, bruh. Ugh. Brother, ugh. Oh god, that PS4 is sexy. Holy, I wish I had that. Alright, I think getting words of wisdom from the man himself, Batman Arkham videos, is more than enough to end the video on, right? I don't think I need to watch any more theories. I've been sitting here for like hours. What is the Cybertruck doing here? Editing at him here because I realized I didn't yap about which one of these theories was actually my favorite. I don't know what it would have been back 10 years ago before the game got announced, but I know now, watching all these theories back, I really would have liked it if the Arkham Knight was just a hallucination and actually maybe just was a nobody or maybe didn't even exist. But over the course of the game, they could have toyed with the whole fear toxin, Arkham Knight hallucination stuff. And immediately I think of the scene where you unmask the Joker as the Arkham Knight. And they could have played around with stuff like that more and more. It could have been Hush. It could have been his dad. It could have been Jason Todd. He could have been hallucinating about all this different stuff. And you could have unmasked him multiple times over the course of the game. Maybe at the end, finally, it is still Jason Todd. Maybe it's Hush. I do kind of like the idea of it being Hush as well, because there was nothing that went on with that character. And I think it would have added quite a bit of depth to him if he was not only... I mean, obviously not just relegated to a 5-second side mission, but was trying to destroy Bruce as Bruce, but also destroy Bruce as a weird version of Batman. I think either of those would have been more interesting than just Jason Todd. Jason Todd. Oh my God, it's Jason Todd. Like, I despise that so much. Even though I knew it was Jason Todd, I feel like everybody who didn't know who Jason Todd was probably had it figured out by about the second act. Like, as soon as you walk into Panessa and you start tripping balls, it's like, oh, okay. why are we showing this kid, bruh, who we've never seen in the other Arkham games? Just so crazy that it's such a good job of playing into and creating a mystery surrounding this character and making us wonder who he is. And then they go ahead and reveal the Red Hood being in the game even before the game comes out. And then they show off Jason 3 separate times during the game. It's like, it sucked. And it definitely was just cope from people after a certain point where you're just trying to believe anything except it being Jason Todd because it's just the obvious answer, and it was just Jason Todd. We had to hope and pray that Rocksteady would have figured something out that wasn't just the most obvious answer. Whatever. Anywho, massive thanks to Caboose and Batman Arkham Videos, both goats in their own rights, for letting me use the clips of their videos in this video. Hopefully I didn't make fun of their 10-year-old theories too much. Hope I didn't fanboy too hard when I was messaging both of the OGs about using their shit in this video. Speaking of which, happy 10-year anniversary to Arkham Knight, or at least close to it. This is the video I'm making for the 10-year anniversary, so yeah. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.